Yeah. Thank you.
What? Yeah. Because I gotta get a little more cat food.
We need to get some more stuff.
Yeah.
And then when we get back from the grocery store, I need to do the cat's litter box. Or no, I'll just put it on Friday.
You're not gonna be here Friday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are coming to me. You're driving with me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to get my air mattress at the garage too. And you have your camping bin with cups and ping pong balls.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all in the storage bins for camping, isn't it?
Do you have any solo cups?
No, I have to get more solo cups.
I know you have ping pong balls in your little camping box. Here. And I'm bringing your bevel table. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna ask them if I can come back and grab that bevel table and put it
Yeah.
inside my tent.
For inside your tent?
What?
For inside your tent?
Yeah.
No, buy your own.
No, you have one.
Yeah, and I'll be using it in a campfire.
Yeah. Tim has one that I can use.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was gonna say
I might
worst.
have it at the fire during the day, but for at night.
Right, I'm just saying worst comes to worst, you could always just take mine in at night into the tent.
It's kind of cute.
Huh?
It was just make it cute. It's really not that big of a deal.
You were trying to make it cute?
Yeah, because then I put that little, lay that thing down and put the rug in there.
Yeah. Sounds good in the hood. Good morning. Getting ready for work, listening? How have you been?
What?
I just started YouTube.
Online, like on Indeed.
Yeah.
So.
Hey guys. Sorry, as soon as I started it, Mia came down, so give me a second.
The place that a lot of Indeed used to work at, where I told you,
Yeah.
like baby.
Yeah.
They're not on Indeed, but Jade said that she could message the girl that works there, but she's still like friends with her, I think.
Yeah.
I want her to do that so I can leave.
Yeah. Well, stay on top of her.
I think I'm gonna get fired this weekend.
What, for not showing up?
Because I was not showing up either.
Well, I don't know.
I was also not going camping, so Amanda's also going camping, so well, I was not gonna be here this weekend.
Alright, so, do you work Friday?
No.
Is today your last day?
Uh-huh.
Alright, make sure you cough. And you're like, they stick a little bit.
But then I have the next 2 days off, so then it's like, it would be sick.
Right, and then the weekend off, Dr. Rosen will give you a note.
I don't care. What did I do last year? I just called out sick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already have Friday off, so I just have to call it Saturday and Sunday.
It's technically Monday if you work.
I have to work Monday.
Yeah, that's Memorial Day. So you come home Sunday night?
Memorial
then?
Day is Monday?
Yeah.
No, I'm calling out sick on Monday.
3 days in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Will you pass me my coffee, please?
Or I just quit. I don't really know what to do. I'm not coming home a day early. I'm going up with you, but I can't even go back early.
Right, but if it's raw and cold, I'm not staying the extra night.
I don't know why.
I guess it just depends on the weather. All the rain looks like it's going to be at night, but it's like 55, 50s. But the sun's coming on Saturday, so at least we don't have to set up shop in the rain. Could be worse.
Well, he makes the schedule on Fridays, so they put in a request.
Nope. They're not going to give you the whole weekend off. Oh, that's for sure.
It's not allowed in the thing, so. It's not allowed to be taken. Well, I'm gonna fall back. I have to go. What is? I don't know. I really think I'm gonna get fired, or he's gonna tell me like.
I think if anything, they'd give you a warning, but you can take a sick note.
It's so obvious. Everyone does stuff.
Well, yeah, it is what it is. All right, Huggy Kissy.
So I don't have work Thursday, Friday. I have work Saturday and Sunday. So let's call it Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Wonderful.
Well, what the hell do you want me to do? Nothing happened?
Nothing. It is what it is, yeah. Love you. Have a good day at work. Love you, love you. It's going to be a good day.
No, I'm going to see some.
Oh, boy. Love you so much, is.
It's been me and Jack ourselves. Basically me by myself.
I know.
For the past 2 days that I lived there.
Right. Love you.
How's there at 11?
Huh?
How's there at 11? Oh my god, you have to not get today because it's Wednesday. Okay, love you.
Love you more. Bye.
I don't even have to take it because he was not here today, so I'll do it. I don't have to take it all day.
Sounds good. Love you. Text me when you get to work. Hi, guys. Jesus. So sorry I didn't get back yesterday. I was planning on getting back, and I knew when I made that promise yesterday, I'm like, what the fuck? But then my dad came down and was like, the rhubarb is wilting, and the tomatoes got to get in the ground. And I'm just like, oh my fucking Lord. So I spent a couple hours in the garden because he had tilled it the day before. And then I had to make dinner. So it's just a lot. I really just, I'm going to get my mornings back starting next week. So, I know that's the goddess of water because she was in the second one. She's at the bottom of the deck here. So again, it's you. 30 is visualization. 6 is order. 19 is your memory. 7 is feminine energy. Last time we had masculine energy. So, right, realization. And then the chaos isn't out. We have, was it emotions or memory? It is memory. Order. And feminine energy. For some reason, they wanted me to write it out, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay. And the moon's still at the bottom of the deck. Didn't that happen yesterday too? But I stopped and I shuffled again. So this moon energy within this time period, I'd say current within the next going into next week. 5 to 7 days. Is that bird shit? Oh, my butt. So let's put that moon in the middle. And see what we're looking at. Ooh, I felt like I wanted my little polka, but it's dirty. Used it in the fish tank. What the fuck? Why does one keep sticking? 5 of Cups, Pentacles. All right. So this is going to be more part of, 1 and 2. Yesterday it wouldn't let me use these cards, and this is what I wanted to use for read 1 in regards to the channeling with part 1. So I don't know. This doesn't feel like revenge or all the other stuff that I was talking about. I will just keep this in front of me so I can see. It was the X's, Pilot Apollo, that was Sandlot, all those things. Solar, Marsh, Hot-Headed, Bivocals, Good Vibes, Ex-Girlfriend, Boyfriend, the last 10 years, Karmic, tell me about realization, please. Wow. The rings feel funny with this deck. I got a new opal ring though. I like it. I like it. Tell me about realization. Wow, this deck feels thick. Alright, so originally I was going to go with the Water of Goddess, so let's see if we can get anything with the Water of Goddess. I don't know if I want to take these or not. So Scorpio energy, Cancer, no, Scorpio again with the Tower, Scorpio, 8 of Cups is Scorpio, right? It's either that or Cancer. And then we have Judgment. So I do think you are walking away from something, and it might be like strenuous. I kind of feel like we got the masculine energy yesterday. This might be more feminine. Again, quiet. I just noticed that. And as soon as I got this deck, it's the same thing. So I don't know if you're just keeping your mouth shut, or I don't know. It's a Tower, so it's a big deal, especially with 8 of Cups. Some of you could lose jobs. Hate to say it like that. I don't see it like that. But when the Tower comes in, it can be anything like that. Friendships, relationships. I mean, this is a big deal because yesterday, I don't remember what she was per se, but it was a powerful, powerful energy. And this is powerful. This is control as well. It's not like purposely controlling. It's, I want to say, a stable control, but that's not it either. Or like a solid control, but that wouldn't be like that either with the Tower and the Eight of Cups and Judgment. You could just decide to quit something, walk away from it. You make a quick judgment call. If this has to do with spiritual stuff, you might turn a corner with that. Tell me about realization, please. Strength. So whatever this is like real. It feels real. You know, temperance. I mean, this could be you too, realizing like it's just not your person. It's not where you want to be. It's not the family you want to have in your life anymore. I mean, whatever it is, it's something major. I mean, it could be the strength even to hear somebody out with temperance. Temperance can be reconciliation sometimes, but I think this is more balance right now because of this. And this could be the chaos. So you could have a masculine coming towards you that is dealing with chaos, or it's vice versa. Every time the chaos isn't even down here. Yeah, see, you're still linked to this chaos. But I keep getting pulled to chaos magic. I do like chaos magic. Let's see what this order is. So it's almost like galactic versus you putting something into order. You have manipulation. I'm not even going to look at it as narcissism. It's the Five of Swords. It's like controlling. This could be you possibly just fuck it. Everyone got hurt. Fuck it. And the Daughter of Wands is exciting energy. So that is telling me you're going to do something new here. Tell me about memory. The memories might be hard. It might be a hard weekend or beginning of next week because, like, to me, I feel like judgment calls have already been made. Some of you, it's making them. So you do have some type of communication with memory, but it could just be from spirit. Son of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about this communication. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. You could be feeling left out. There's 2 5s right now. You know, that talks about ample change, not just little change. If you had another 5, it'd be major change. It does boil down to a 1. So there's going to be some sorrow or anger with this. But somebody misses talking to you, texting you, chatting with you. You know, this could be like reminiscing. You guys had some good times. This is how it ended. Yeah, see, there's energy that wants to come back around. Don't be fooled. Don't be cruel. That's true. Don't be fooled either, I guess. Tell me about this feminine energy. I got that old time I rockin'. Music just soothes your soul. Reminiscing about the days of old time I rock and roll. So somebody could want to apologize to you. This could be somebody offering something, somebody that has feelings. You would be an emotional energy, masculine energy. Tell me about the Son of Cups. I think that's a masculine coming towards the feminine. So you do have temperance with Son of Cups, so it could be I'm sorry. Yeah, and then the Daughter of Cups. So it's like a court couple starting over, but you're starting fresh. Like even if you guys were together for a long time, it's still starting new. And then you have the Six of Cups, talks about your roots, the past, reminiscing. Yeah, somebody, and then the Ace of Wands. Somebody definitely wants back in or you want back in, but I don't know if that's necessarily positive at this point. Let me just double check a couple things. And I will fix the camera when I get back from the long weekend. So tell me about the Tower, please. The Tower. Heartbroken, deeply sad, feeling lost, grieving, despair, breakups, and then Paradise, happy, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. So it's almost like it goes from drastic to happiness real quick. So you might have to get through some things here, or it is you're walking away from this energy and you're going to realize that you're meant to be with somebody else, or they realize, you realize this enjoying each other could be just friends, but I think it's more than friends. Somebody is reminiscing like hardcore. It's like you both have feelings for each other. It's known. You could be dealing with somebody from your past again. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles. Backstabbed, heartbreak, pain, loss, separation, deception, lies. Yeah, this has already happened to you guys. This is somebody from your past, whether you're going towards them or they're coming towards you. I don't necessarily, I do see communication, but I feel like somebody here like can't even reach out, or just kind of keeping an eye on you because they fucked up so bad. But again, heavy reminiscing. And again, it could be the transit in Cancer. Mars doesn't usually reminisce with relationships. It reminisces, unless they're awful, but it reminisces with more of like, where do you belong? Where can you take control? Like I said, like that's the type of control I'm talking about right here. It's not, I'm hearing stigma. No, I wanted to say stamina. You might have a stigma around you if you're spiritual, but or them, so I don't know. I can't really tell, to be quite honest with you, if this person is going to reach out or not at this point. Some of you, it won't be like over the next week. It will be within June, though. So maybe somebody just has to push through this energy to realize I have control of who I am. And we have realization here, and it's strength and temperance, guys. So it's telling me you got this. You're already in that energy. Now you have to balance your energy, because you have like a new, I just want to say like a new world order here, in a direction. And this is exciting. And the Five of Swords can be positive sometimes when it's you taking control back, or a spirit taking control back in a situation. Self-indulgence, self-worth, value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So you do need to be careful around this energy. I mean, this could be a lot of reminiscing. Somebody hurt you, there was a recent breakup, yeah, like just stuff like that. Or somebody from your way past comes back. So continue to just kind of like rock on with yourself. And I just, you guys have this, like you're very independent, morals, values. I just heard Mormons. Someone could be a Mormon. But you're good with this energy. It's kind of like topsy-turvy, right? Strength, temperance, judgment. But you have it under control. So do be careful if somebody comes back in and wants to put things into order, like someone's been gone for a long time and they want to take control of a situation, but it's got to go down this way and yada, yada. You give them the big giant finger and tell them to fuck off. Got it? Because I don't think somebody appreciated you. And you were meant to be appreciated. But we get ourselves in these situations, guys. So, it's not just their fault. It's both our faults. I can go back and look at stuff. Not all situations, but a majority of them, I get myself into my own trouble. And I can be needy. Not needy. Well, in the sense of like feeding myself, or if I want to feel comfort, or it's almost like without you realizing, you might have realized something, but it's almost like for some of you, if this is a breakup, it's positive. It's a positive breakup. You weren't meant to be together. I feel like people still have lessons to learn here. Nothing serious. I think the feminine are more the lessons attached to it, but it doesn't happen right away. Not until you start like realizing things. But this could be the opposite. You can realize you really care about somebody. It could be, you really do care about somebody, but there's no going back because there's no order. And you're aware of that. So unless somebody was to prove something, but this person kind of, hurt you, lied, and it is a shocking attack. So if this hasn't, like, look, a majority of you, this has already happened. Others of you, it's getting ready to happen. And it's kind of like, oh shit, it's like a big awakening. It's a big, I want to say awakening, kind of, sort of. It's more about your realization here. Tell me about backstabbing. Well, no, not yet. I want to use a different deck. Tell me about judgment. Judgment can go either way. I could see myself having 2 cards and one opposite, but you got the dragonfly, lighthearted, adapting, finding out, change, things coming to light, healing. That makes sense. Let's do one more for dragonfly. You have a healing heart, heartbreak, toxicity, addiction, abusive relationship. So some of you guys are reminiscing, like I had a couple good friends do breakups and in the last month or so, and it takes a while when you've been together with somebody for a long time, and I'm kind of getting that type of energy too, where it's still hard some days, some of the stuff still around, or, you're moving out, cleaning up, and you might not have realized, like I've told one of my friends, how many times have you come to me and said, like emotionally, like I keep telling them what I need and this and that, and it lasts for a couple weeks and then it goes away, so that's a big deal, personal intimacy, emotional receptivity, awareness. Yeah, there's a big realization here, guys, but I think you're pretty balanced. Others, it is a shock coming, heading your way. Maybe you were dating a couple people and you chose to just date one and not sleep with other people, and it's somebody else that comes back from your past, and it's like, holy shit, I thought I'd never talk to you again. Tell me about the 6 of Cups here, because with this feminine energy, you got masculine and feminine, and you got the snake. So this is competition, envy, the other woman, look over your shoulder. See, this is so fucking petty. I'm over it. Bottom of the deck is new phase, rekindle, changed mind. Tell me about the court couple here, the the Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Princess of Cups. Tell me about them, because that to me is good energy. So again, somebody from your past trying to like split you up, or people coming back to the other people because they know, it's summertime, and it's just very childish. When I think about summertime, I think about warmth and smiles and camping and nature and appreciation for things. But so for them to cutting out separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So that's also telling me that this person is kind of giving you the silent treatment. I feel like they're acting like it's immature. But I think somebody here is like trying to figure it out, but like they're not going about it the right way. There's people around them that are telling them it's a no good situation. But this could also be like, you got to cut the ties with this energy, with somebody that you're holding on to, somebody you're thinking about, somebody from your past, ex-husband, ex-wife, long-term relationships, friends with benefits. I mean, you catch feelings with that too. I just explained that yesterday. It is nice to have that freedom though, but eventually, I did learn how to just have that type of situation and just continue to do myself, and there's nothing wrong with that either. You'll always have what you need, but if for those who are really seeking like a relationship, then circumstances might be different. But I never search for a relationship. When I start meeting people, yeah, you see the opportunity of potential, but until you're in it, sometimes you don't see it. And this is kind of telling me something came to an end, and it could have been abruptly. But you're better off because you need to realize something. And it could just be you're better off because your energy is now going to balance out, or you already learned the lesson because you realize you just got to keep moving forward in this regardless of emotions. Because I think there was somebody here that did not appreciate you, used you more than anything, which is different. Like when I was explaining like Charlie, he definitely didn't use and abuse me like that. Like we still had a blast, we had fun, emotional connection sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't have to necessarily be completely awful. But I will tell you, if there wasn't cheating, and depending on how long ago this was, you still feel betrayed. This is not get back with somebody, for sure. But it could be them and they're dating. You know what I mean? Or they're talking to an ex-husband or an ex-wife. Like it's just, there's something like that. I'm hearing submissive, but there's something like that going on. Like they bow down to someone else. But I keep hearing New World Order. So self-worth, value, which I think you have anyway, always going to have shadow work with transits. And after something like this, I mean, you could be reminiscing too. And it's like, oh, I remember that time, I got hurt. I was in the same situation. You could be talking a friend into looking at something more positive, because there's some things that are just unforgivable. I just got pulled to that song, You Think I'd Forgive and Forget. And sometimes it's just impossible. So sometimes like you could try, but then you might have trust issues. I guess it just depends on the truth and how something presents itself. But this is telling me to stay away. And I feel like it's more feminine energy, but if it's on our side, we know what to do. If it's on their side, they have to let this energy go. And they might realize, like, man, this probably wasn't worth it. And some of them can be fighting their own self here when it comes to you or somebody else from their past. Because a lot of people go back to the past because you're emotionally connect, or you think you could be friends, and then something happens and it doesn't work out. But there's other times where it does truly work out, guys. But this particular spread, until somebody makes the right moves and walks away from somebody else that really doesn't bring them fulfillment, it's more, like they could be realizing like, oh yeah, like there was this thing about him or her that I didn't really like. And, so it could be coming from both angles, guys. All right. So just stay strong in this situation. I do want to throw a couple of the Hidden Truth Oracle. And then I have to clean my room. I still didn't finish my room. I'm not leaving it like this for camping. I come back from camping, I'm fucking beat. And I know I will this year. Just gardening killed me. That's all right. I'm going to push through it. I just can't do it every day. Okay, tell me about judgment, please. It could have been somebody made a wrong judgment call. You could have made a wrong judgment call. If somebody wants to come back, be careful there, because too, like, you wish, well, I also saw, I wish things could be different. So this honestly could be somebody, better person because you are in their life, but it doesn't change a scenario. It could be, I wished things could have been different. You can look at that both ways, because I do with this card too, because we get a lot of back and forth here with this energy. Tell me about I know I was a distraction from your pain. Yeah, see, somebody's deep over here. Like, you never know what people are thinking, guys. Like, did you go into something after pain? Or I feel like one of my situations was like that with somebody who had a major breakup. And then I feel like if I look at something recently, it's the opposite. Like, they helped me out of things, So again, we keep going with this opposite energy here. So you just have to stay optimistic about yourself and where you're at. Tell me about this Five of Swords, please. I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah. That's their own shit. And if they can't figure out their own shit, then they're not ready for a relationship. Or they're not ready to forgive. Or if you're in a relationship, like, there could be something that comes up. It's happy marriage, this and that. But there's no such thing as a happy, perfect marriage. There's always, ups and downs, troubles, disagreements, opposite opinions. But this is telling me, like, somebody had a lot of feelings for you, but didn't want to share because of past heartache. I don't know, guys. I've said it plenty of times. I'd rather love and keep loving than not to. And you got all these people like, I attract this, I attract that. And it's like, nah, it's you. It's within you. It's your vibe. Tell me about the snake or the other woman. I want you. I knew exactly what I was doing. Tell me about I want you with the snake. It was like, someone wants to be with you. You were the best thing in my life. Jesus. But I don't think it was unconditional. I'm not going to lie with that. It's just like being someone's, you can be the love of your life and be extremely fucking karmic. We've all had those relationships, but you still feel bonded. It doesn't mean to go back to it, because this person wants to be with you. It is all this reminiscing. And maybe they're learning this lesson now that they were a better person around you. And just know, as this person goes their way or your own, direction, just know you impacted, someone's life in a very positive way, even though you could have been somewhat of a catalyst, or you went in for yourself. Because when I usually go in for myself, it's not the best. Well, that's not true. It really just depends. It just depends. Tell me about strength. I feel like this is the other energy, guys, but it could be just anybody, and it's just mixed emotions. I hid behind material things. We needed to let go of each other. I don't think it's we. And I did cross out we. I feel like it should be like an I. Unless it's like a long marriage and you just know it's time to go, right? But this doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like somebody's ex-husband, ex-wife. They still possibly could be married and just staying, legally married for material things, insurance, that type of stuff, which is so unhealthy. And you could tell yourself, like, we're good friends, this and that. No, it's karmic. So somebody still has to pick up on something here, or they're starting to realize, I know I messed everything up, is at the bottom of the deck. Again, this could just be them reminiscing, and this is you pushing through and, staying strong, finding your footing, especially when it comes to water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And it was a couple weeks ago where I felt that depth and that strength that people crave. Everyone's going to crave that with certain transits too. I'm hearing timed transits. That's interesting. That makes me question some things. In the sense of maybe you only have a couple days to use the powerful energy, or, and it's not just moon cycles. I think it has to do with the water, but the moon rules the water too. But not all of it. Like the goddess of water, you just think all water, but it's not all water that's controlled by the moon. So a lot of other factors in this gross fucking world with germs and littering and, poisons the fish, that type of stuff. So just be thankful for your own life and you being alive and that type of shit. You got friends to hang out with, you got family that supports you, or a mentor. All right, I love you guys. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, be ready, getting ready for camping. But I will try to come on tomorrow for possibly, I don't even feel like a quick, I feel like I don't even necessarily need a quick. I'm hearing DNA test, DNA strand. Somebody might want a DNA test. Somebody might be afraid to get a DNA test in the sense of, I've seen people in plenty of situations where they just break up with somebody and, it's over. You can have some fun, you can sleep with somebody else to distract you or whatever it is, or they went back to somebody from the past for comfort, like I said, with like the pain. I know I was only a distraction for your pain, something like that. And it's scary with pregnancy because you'd be in a situation you're like, oh shit, who's the father? And I'm only saying that because I heard DNA, but I heard not strand, but I said strand first. But DNA, I'm hearing DNA activation. There might be something on that channel that you could benefit from right now. I forget what I just said. DNA strand, DNA test, fertility test. And again, it is the feminine energy. You could be extremely fertile. If some of you don't know your ovulation period, you can track that on an app when you're ovulating. Typically, you can feel it. You're older, you can feel stuff like that. But, 20s, 30s, you would think maybe it's period cramps, this and that. Some people actually ovulate before and after. So here we go with the back and forth. Some people ovulate not even around the same time, but you're still really extremely fertile. It's not just like after your period or before it. And a lot of people think that. And that's how a lot of people get upset when they can't get pregnant. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when it just happens, it happens, and it's not around that time frame. So I think it's a great read because even for those who are struggling, it's almost like you get confirmation that, you're realizing you mean so much, you're worth so much more versus, somebody who walks out on you or somebody who you're in a relationship and already like mistreats you, stuff like that. Or you're like, man, like this isn't like, this person gets angry over everything, or they always think like it's me or blah, 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 So there's that chaos. I think you're good. People's chaos is going to be karmic chaos, and others will be, I'm hearing a karmic payout too. And others will be chaos in the sense of just busy nonstop. So try not to get exhausted in that time frame. Take it easy. I know that would definitely be a message for me. Rome wasn't built in one day. So continue to strive and prioritize. I love you guys. Bye.